Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Kara, and whether you're new or returning, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me for a really special one today. Today I am going to be talking about Nomad's new palette, the Pacific Northwest, and I'm already going to let you know this one is going to be very near and dear to my heart and probably one of my favorites that they've ever done. So if you want to hear all about the palette, see the swatches, and we're going to do 3 looks, keep watching this video. Let me know what you think and consider joining the community because I'd love to have you back. All right, let's get started. So how are you? I'm well. This video is going to be a very bittersweet one because about a month ago, we lost someone in our Frizz fam, and it was somebody that I was very close to. And, you know, I don't know if she would have wanted me to mention any of this, but I have to because I want you all to really understand how important this community is to me and to my life, and how much you all have become a part of who I am. And she was from the Pacific Northwest. So it was just really ironic that this is the destination for this Nomad palette. And I hope that she is watching and just seeing this beautiful palette. And I'm hoping that she feels like this palette is a reflection of the Pacific Northwest. So I will miss you. And I thank you for our friendship. And that goes for all of you. I am so thankful for the friendships and the community that we've built through the foundation of makeup, but it's become so much more. And I thank you all just from the bottom of my heart for being a part of my life. So we're gonna get into the video. We got this, y'all. All right, so Nomad Cosmetics is and has been a special brand to me. All of their palettes are based on destinations, so this one is no different. I was kind of surprised that they were coming out with another palette so soon after Witch City Salem. I didn't even really get to explore that one the way that I wanted to, but when I started to see the colors of this palette, I was like, oh, this looks like it's not giving holiday, it's giving like moss and earth. And so I was really excited to see this color story. And the only place that I've been in the Pacific Northwest, I've been to Oregon, but I was in Eugene, and I don't think we got to the coast. I can't remember, but I've been there one time and it was beautiful. And you know, I've read all the Twilight books, so that area is on my bucket list, and I do plan on getting there. But right now, I'm gonna live vicariously through this palette. Now let's get to the release information. It does say that some fun extras are gonna be revealed on Sunday, September 28th. And I'm thinking that this video is gonna go up on the 27th. So I don't know what those extras are, and I don't have the price of the palette just yet, but the palette is going to launch on Monday, September 29th at 5 p.m. EST. I'm really excited for y'all to see this color story. I'm sure a bunch of videos have popped up. You know, I'm never usually a part of that crew, but today I am, and I'm excited. As always, they send a card in the palette, and it says, peaks, pines, and coastal beauty high above the canopy. The Pacific Northwest stretches in every direction, a breathtaking mix of green valleys, foggy shores, and roaring rivers. Amid mossy trees and glacier-capped ranges, it is rich with awe and wonder, a place where wildlife roams freely, waterfalls cascade, and spells and myths are real. Just ask the Sasquatch. For the palette, it says, Earth's grandeur like a painting brought to life. The texture canvas palette cover captures the Pacific Northwest, soaring peaks, misty forests, and rugged coasts. Inside, a spectrum of nature-inspired hues unfold, from verdant greens to cascading waterfall blues, 9 flourishing mattes, 3 sparkly shimmers, 4 dazzling duochromes, and 2 majestic multi-chromes. And with this palette, they are supporting Conservation Northwest that works to protect, connect, and restore wildlands and wildlife of the Pacific Northwest. All right, so that's some background about the palette. Nomad Cosmetics is cruelty-free and vegan, and this palette has a shelf life of 12 months. I know I showed the cover already, but I didn't have any sound. You can feel that it's got that canvas cover. I think the Fiji palette also had this textured canvas cover, and I think that is such a beautiful touch. Their packaging has always really been spot on. So let us go ahead and get into the swatches. I wanted to swatch this one by one. I think you're gonna really like this. So first we have Towering Sea Stacks. I'm gonna do short swatches since we've got the 18 shades. And I think what I'm also gonna do, sorry, I should have said this before, I am gonna swatch these. I look at this palette as like 3 6 pans, so I'm gonna swatch the 6 pans together. So next we're going with Cascadia. And I wanna do it that way because I think for some people, seeing the layout that way may make this palette a little more wearable. And then once you get comfortable that way, you can kind of start going across to the different color stories. Oh, that's pretty. I think that's one of the duochromes. Columbia River Gorge, Cannon Beach, Leaping Orcas, Crater Lake. Ooh, that's our blue color story. And now we'll go to these 6. Pacific Crest, Sunbreak, Pacific Northwest, Ecotopia, Olympic Mountains, and Multnomah Falls. All right, so there's our green color story. Here's our blue color story. All right, and for our last 6 pan, we have Foggy Forest, Mountains Are Out, Perfect Pinot, Coffee Paradise, Sasquatch Sighting, and Salmon Run. All right, let's zoom in on this, y'all. Wow, look at this. All right, here's the palette, y'all. Pacific Northwest. Ooh, let me know. I love it. Do y'all love it? Because I do. I think this is great. All right, we are gonna go ahead and get into these 2 looks. All right, friends, we're gonna get into the first look with this palette. And of course, the greens are calling me, so I think that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start with Pacific Crest. This is so bittersweet, y'all. And you know what? Since I'm not going anywhere, you know what we're gonna do? Let's do 2 looks. Let's do that. Let's do one on each eye.
Just gonna ignore me? Okay. See how it is? No new makeup, right, Mom? Right, Mom? Mm-hmm. And no new palette. And we're gonna delete your YouTube channel, right, guys?
They don't have channels.
You're gonna delete yours.
What? Bye. We're gonna go into Pacific Northwest, PNW. And I'm just using this to deepen up the look just a little bit. For the shimmer, I want to use Ecotopia. Oh my gosh, look at that. This is such a beautiful green. And for the outer corner, I want to go into Sasquatch Sighting. It's a little change from what my original plan was. This is a brown that's got kind of a greenish undertone, I think. I'm gonna just kind of drag it along the lash line as well. It's not really gonna be a liner, but I'm just going kind of diagonal. I'm gonna take a little bit of Olympic Mountains, and I'm just gonna, I already started before I set it. I'm gonna put a little bit here on the inner part of the lid. And I'm gonna take that same shade and drag it underneath the lower lashes. That is so pretty, y'all. All right, for the inner corner, I'm gonna use this shade Towering Sea Stacks. All right, I lined my eyes with this ColourPop Hocus Pocus liner. It's called Black Flame Candle. That's what it looks like. So here's look number 1. And I'll put my mascara on after we do this next look. For this one, we're gonna start with Columbia River Gorge. I meant to zoom in on the last look. Here we go. There's the first look again. That is, I cannot stop. I love the blue in the inner corner. Okay. Let's do Leaping Orcas. Yeah, I love that. That is a pretty blue. I'm gonna do like a spotlight situation. So I'm just gonna put some on the inner part of the lid like I did with the last look. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay. So pretty. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. Now, the shimmer situation is tough because all 3 of these would look great. And I haven't even swatched this to even give myself, look at that one, like an idea. Part of me wants to go with this one here. That's called Cascadia. I just really want to see what that looks like on the eye. But even this, this purple Mountains Are Out, that looks good. Oh my gosh. Okay, I changed my mind totally. We're gonna actually go into Coffee Paradise. Oh my gosh. Okay, Nomad, y'all are doing the damn thing. Look at that. That's so pretty. Coffee Paradise. I still kind of want to use Cascadia, but we'll see. I'm just gonna use my finger to kind of blend it. I'm sticking a little Cascadia on top, just a little brighter. Oh, that is so pretty. All right, for the lower lash line, I'm going back into Columbia River Gorge. That was our starter shade, our transition. Oh, I already have a liner in mind. I wonder if y'all can guess what it is. All right, inner corner, let's do a shimmer. Let's do Sunbreak right here. Ooh, y'all, look at that. All right, now, ooh, I have a couple choices actually for highlight liners. Let's see. So my first thought was Jeans from Vicky B, but I also have Prance. I think Jeans is gonna be the ticket. So let's do Jeans. Oh, yes. Okay, yes. Just drag it down a little bit too. Why don't we? I can't. I shan't. All right, I'm gonna put on my mascara and then let y'all know what I think about these looks. Y'all, okay, take a look. What do you think? I even like the blue look. Like, what is happening here? First of all, the shimmers are shimming, okay? Like, I am here for it. I'm here for this liner. I'm just here for both looks. Like, let's look at it from afar so we can see like how it looks like from a regular distance. Okay, this curl is doing not what I need to do. Oh my gosh. Are we into it? Cause I am. I think this looks great. And I have on a Fenty Gloss Bomb stick. It's called Sorta Selfish. And this is perfect. Like, I wouldn't change anything about this look. I love both of them. So, oh God. Okay, let me stop. I love both of these looks. As you can see, everything went on perfectly. Like, the shimmers are shimming. I really love the consistency of the shimmers and the shine that they have. The mattes were matting, very easy to blend. I really took nothing to create these two looks. And even though I did start out wanting to just stay within like these 3-6 pans, but you saw I took some risks. And guess what? they paid off, because I think that all of these shades are complementary to each other despite them almost being in different color families. I think that's very unique about this palette, and I'm very, very happy. So we are gonna do one more look and then I will finish up my final thoughts. It's Friday evening, y'all, and I cannot believe that I'm gonna have a video up on time. This is exciting. I'm very happy. So we're going to do one more look with our baby here. Y'all, my hair is growing. It's crazy. I'm thinking I'm gonna let it grow. I'm about to get some braids, some oops. I want to do the messy bob. So let me know what y'all think. I'm doing it, but I'd like to know what y'all think. I really want to try it out. Then I can kind of see what I want to do with my hair. But I'm liking, like, this length is cool, but it's starting to like twist up and all that. Anyway, that's not why we're here. We're gonna be going, well, this is the focal point, but you know, we may not stay in that, but that's where we're starting. So we're gonna start with Foggy Forest, which is this one here. Foggy Forest. Did I do Foggy Forest already? No, I did not. I'm just so happy. I'm so happy. Filming on a Friday night. Dinner's made. I had burgers, or I made them burgers. And it's gonna be a good night. Oh, by the way, in case anyone's interested, which you might not be, you didn't ask, I am just about to start season 3 of The Summer I Turned Pretty. And I cannot believe, like, my coworkers got me into this show, some of my teachers, and I love it. I think if you were part of the Twilight generation, like I was, you know, reading those books, I think they came from books. But anyway, not Twilight, but The Summer I Turned Pretty. I think you would like this show. It's just, it's so good. It's really good. I didn't think I'd be crying, but anyway, I'm on season 3. Don't spoil it. All right, that is called A Foggy Forest. Now, all right, we've got some choices here, but we are definitely going into Perfect Pinot because we have to. I'm just gonna tap that in. Oops, and tap it here. Come on. And that's blending in very nicely. So, you know, if you don't want it to be too smoky, you could really just do that. They blend very nicely, but we're gonna build it up just a taste. Now, do you know it's like 80 degrees today? It's like crazy. When you start out having to wear a jacket, I saw a meme, it was like, you start out in the morning now wearing a sweater and it's like a heat stroke by noon. And that is so true. I was like, good gracious. All right, the blend is where it is for me. Like, that's what I'm loving here. Just gonna take it throughout the crease just a little bit. Come on now. All right, that is beautiful. There's a child. Hello.
I'm going to the bathroom.
How are you feeling?
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? Okay. Just asking how you, like, I'm just asking how you're feeling. Like, people should ask you that. They care about you.
Mom.
Huh?
The day I go back to school, is it going to be October?
No.
When is October?
On October 1st.
But what?
I believe,
Day of the week.
oh, October 1st is Wednesday because Thursday I'm out of school, but you're not.
Okay, so next week, Wednesday, Thursday, or Tuesday.
No, Wednesday.
Okay.
And I'm out of school Thursday, but you're not. Oh, sorry.
Well, on Thursday.
Because kids couldn't go. So where were y'all going?
But on Thursday, can you volunteer to help the school?
For?
I don't know, just if you can.
On my day off? I gotta see. I don't know, I gotta see.
It would be an honor.
Go to the bathroom, August, please. Stop asking me to do stuff. Like, you just gonna be here asking me to do stuff. Okay, this is great. Blending more than I need to, because first of all, Perfect Pinot is a perfect shade. All right, so now we need to go into a shimmer, but you could do this if you wanted to, but that's not what I want to do. We're gonna go into, see, part of me wants to just go ahead with the salmon run, because that would be perfect, right? but we're not doing that. We're gonna go into Mountains Are Out. Salmon Run is like safe, you know what I'm saying? Yep, this was the right decision. This was the right choice. Yep, that's actually, this was, that was the choice right there. That was it. That was the right choice. Especially like with this little lip combo. That is so nice. And then taking Perfect Pinot. Oh, I have an idea for a liner. I've got one. If you know me, you probably know what it is, because it's almost like Perfect Pinot. It's one of my favorite liners ever. I'm just taking it like halfway across, because we don't need to have it go all the way across. Am I the only one that can't get that Chris Brown dance out of their head? It's so much, and I'm seeing so many people from all walks of life doing it, and I need to learn it. All right, I'm gonna be going into Pacific Crest for the inner corner, because I just think that's gonna be interesting. And is, sorry, not and is. That's pretty. I cannot, I'm tired. I'm tired of thinking about it. Some Rich Brown. As long as she's sharpened, we got it. This is the Melt Slick Waterline Pencil, Rich Brown. One of my favorite liners of all time. And we're gonna go into a brown mascara. So I'm gonna put that on and I'll be back to close it out. But here's the look. I love this one. Is this my favorite? It might be my favorite. All right, let me do this and I'll be right back. All right, friends, mascara is on. That's the Tartelette brown mascara. And y'all, this one I think is my favorite look of the three. I think it's the most unique and I think it looks really special. Let's look at it from afar. Very happy with it. So now we are gonna get into my final thoughts. I'm trying to zoom in a little bit. There we go. Let's get into my final thoughts. Oh, and really fast, for the lip combo, I'm using the shade Cork by MAC, and I'm using the Spike lipstick by Valentino, and it's called Crying in a Limo. My blush is by YSL. It's the liquid blush, and it's in the shade Berry Bang, and I only use one dot because clown, if I use more than that. All right, final thoughts. Here we go. This might be my favorite Nomad palette. I know I said that at the beginning, but I think it really might be. When I think about favorite Nomad palettes, the ones that come to mind, and I'm not gonna show them because they're in baskets for videos coming up, especially coming up for spooky season, I would say Ghost Town USA for sure. I really love America's Parks. I really like Okavango, but this one's gonna top Okavango for sure. Nomad has some really good palettes. I mean, the Stargazing New Zealand palette was great. The Reformulated Berlin. Even the, was it the Chamonix? Is that how you say it? Chamonix. That one's good. But I am someone who really loves earthy color stories. And I think that this one, because for some reason I'm thinking about Ghost Town when I think about this, and they're not the same at all. There's a coolness to this palette that I feel Ghost Town had. You know what? I was just trying not to get up. Let me get up, because I gotta get Ghost Town. It was sitting right there. There's no point in me just talking about it and not showing it. But I think that Ghost Town might be my favorite up until now. Yeah, I think so, because Ghost Town was a big surprise for me. I just didn't think that a palette like this would really frost my cookies, but it did. So let's see. But this palette has an earthiness to it. Let's see, can we put them together? There we go. They're like friends. They're like partners. I mean, I think these are so beautiful together. There's just an earthiness about this palette that I really like. But when I think about Pacific Northwest. And when I think about when I went to Oregon and all the green that was there, but I just remember like fog too for some reason. I don't know. There was some water. I don't know where it was. I went for work and we went to this place, this restaurant, and it was far. That's why I'm thinking it was on the coast, and I'm just not sure. I just remember looking out and just seeing like fog, but the cool tone blues, these right here, that are in this palette. And when I think about like the Twilight movies and Forks and the beach, was it a beach? It's so funny. It is a beach, I guess. That's over there. You know, I'm really into this color story way more than I thought. And I love this Perfect Pinot shade that's in here. Like, this shade is everything to me. And I could see myself even using.
I'm having now.
What? Okay, can you give me 2 minutes? Now, I asked you before I sat down, did you want to eat? And you said, maybe later. And now look, tomorrow I'm hungry now. And then you didn't close my door. All right, I would have to say, I do think this is probably going to be my #1 palette. And as I told you in the beginning, I'm not gonna get emotional again. This palette really has a special significance for me because it's gonna bring a positive memory of my friend and somebody who has been in the Frizz fam for a while. And this is gonna just be just a wonderful way for me to think about her. The packaging of this palette is outstanding. I think it's one of my favorites. I love the erased artwork on this canvas. And can you give me 1 minute? What is that? What does that mean? Your tummy's rumbling. Can you sit at the table, and if you just give me 2 minutes, I'll be out. I'm gonna get them for you. I asked him before I sat down. Packaging is on point as per usual. The shimmers, Nomad has, as I've said it before, Nomad has stepped up the shimmers. I am just very content with the shimmers, and I just love the way the looks turned out on the eyes. The mattes were doing what they need to do. I also think the ease of use, how there are 3/6 pans, but I was easily able to just swap out shades. I love that. I think this palette is very user friendly, and it's a way for me to incorporate colors that I haven't really been wearing like that, like the blue look. And it's not too blue. And there are similar blues in the Ghost Town palette. I think that's why I like the palette as well. But even though this palette to me leans a little more cool, there's an earthy warmth in a way, if that makes sense. You know, looking at these shades right here that make this palette super wearable for me. And I, as always, am so thankful for Nomad thinking of me and sending the palettes to me. I haven't done the best job with getting my videos up lately, and things have just been busy. I sent a message to Felicia yesterday or the day before when the palette came, and just telling her the situation and why it is gonna be such an important palette to me. It's one I'm never gonna let it go. And she responds right away. I just really appreciate the relationship, and I appreciate all of you. So I will put the pricing information in the description box, because as of right now, the palette has not been revealed and I don't know how much it's gonna be, but I do appreciate that Nomad has always been able to keep their prices affordable. I am so excited to see what the other creators are doing with this palette. I think it is so beautiful. I thank you all for being here for this video. I'd love to know if you plan on purchasing it, and if you don't, let me know if you have any palettes in your collection that kind of go with this color story. I did do a video on all of my earthy palettes, and I think I would probably have to put this in that category. I can't stop looking at this look. So thank you guys so much. Thank you for being here, for hanging out with me for another one. I do hope this was therapy for you, and it always is for me. Until I see you again, make sure you are being gentle with yourself. Talk to yourself nice, stay safe, and you know I will see y'all in another one. Bye.
Go on, blow up your